Greetings, is your higher self. Blessings to you.
Hi, nice to meet me.
Yes. How can we help you?
Yeah, what the private message need to be delivered at this time?
Not worry about your work too much, as you already know. They will get their finances together. This will be a scare for a little while. So just hang in there. They will lift that ban, at least in your area, after the next couple weeks. So we'll have things coming in, but everyone's terrified at this moment. But once they feel like they got a more of a hold of this virus, everything will calm down. So you're still in the panic stages of it at this point. So you're is there a question you have?
Yeah, if I have more message, I need to know things I need to know at this time.
They're going more into the work situation. That will get better. You will go where you need to go, level wise. Most likely you will leave when the time is right. You find a better position, more pay, even more stable income. But right now, this is fine. But yeah, you're going to be moving up the layers over time. This whole situation is going to open up new doors for people too.
Yeah.
So not to worry. So.
And for that new transition or energy change, since one week in.
Yes, you're becoming more intuitive. You're connecting to other realities stronger.
Yeah.
And you're just balancing more different types of energies that are necessary for Earth. So, but for your own, basically, you're used to being an energy being, not so much of a physical being. You've had physical incarnations, but usually they're angelic type of vibrations.
I spend more time in energetic position. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. And any an update about past event that need to be resolved for?
Any on a past event or
any past event that's in a resolve path, if I can
it
say.
Is yes, it is all in resolve. Yes, at work or in personal. Yes. Realize things that you say are necessary to be said, even if some others don't want to hear it. So not to worry of that.
Mm-hmm.
And so you sometimes say things that others won't say.
Okay.
Sometimes you pick up other thoughts of other people and think they're your own, but sometimes they're not.
Okay.
That's why it's like, what, did I just say that? But so if someone doesn't want to say it, you say it instead. Sometimes, not always. So, especially you're in a kind of a social environment. So, but for the most part, it's business as usual. It's a work situation. Energy-wise, you're healing the energies of your workplace and your family. Most of your workplace are a little bit more open. The family's kind of, at least your brothers are a little bit more open. Your family is still kind of headstrong, as you can see.
Okay. Does any update about Nancy? I can share the picture if you need to connect to that.
What detail you would like to know exactly?
Any update if you pick the picture? Any update about this situation?
Well, I see it's fine. It's clearing up its situation. There's some difficulties going on, especially now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, now it's more of a mental depression going on, but only because it's the current environment. So other than that, we have nothing too much to report on that.
What kind of environment about his work situation, family, home environment, or what?
No, for her or for you?
For her.
For her, yeah, work situation's not doing so great. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It is harder than it was before, but she'll get through it.
Okay.
Everybody will get through it. Just people are in panic.
And how is his home situation?
How is whose? Or
His home environment is it's stable for his own.
yes, it's stable. Yes. Well, it's stable, but people mentally are feeling it's unstable, but it is stable. So not to worry.
Okay. What is her main mission for his life?
The main
For her?
who
Yeah.
for her
Yeah.
for her mission,
Yeah.
come out of her comfort zone. To give her fear, deep fear, and to love herself more. That's
Okay.
love herself is not doing so good. It's still a touchy subject.
Okay.
So
What is the main goal to be meet if we each other if we cut this connection so shorter? What is the main goal, the main reason for that?
for her, we didn't hear that. For her disconnection or for her?
For when we meet together since many years ago, and just to know what is the main reason to meet and to make this connection if we as we cut this connection short time after the beginning.
Well, yes, I believe it was more astrally it was decided upon. So she had things she had to do or a direction she had to go into that this reality was not offering her. So it wasn't satisfying her enough. So it was an astral decision.
Okay.
So it came out of nowhere. Nothing against you or anything like that.
Does his higher self wish to come in a few minutes?
Her higher self?
Yeah.
Yes, we could do that. Yes.
Thanks.
Let's see. Greetings to you.
Nice.
Yeah, the higher self. Greetings.
Nice to meet you again.
Yes.
Did you have anything you wish to tell me?
Well, this connection between the two of you will, yes, it's always going to go astrally, but physically it will get stronger. It will reconnect when the time is right. There's distance for a reason. It can't always be said in this reality. It's necessary. It has to mostly do with her than you, as you told. So she's just finding herself is the big thing. It's like she's walking by a cliff astrally, wanting to jump off. So she just scattered in this reality to a certain extent.
What kind of form she will take she will reconnect with me?
Form?
What kind of form?
Like electronic, probably phone call. It won't happen anytime soon. But it will be through email or through phone. Probably phone. You will know.
Okay. And what kind of support she will need to receive from me?
Oh, it is verbal, emotional, mental, whatever. Yeah, just it'll come from your heart. So you'll be patient with her. Patient support, you can say.
Does that bring more like face to face?
Yes. She has a lot of deep wounds right now that she's not willing to look at. That was one of the reasons why she split. She has a lot of wounds within herself she's not willing to face. So that's what causes disconnect.
What kind of wound?
Life wounds.
No, the one wound. I'm not sure the word. Just you.
Oh, just life conflict.
Okay.
Inner conflict with others, lovers of the past, things like that.
And what is perception of me at this time?
Fine. She's just not ready to have a very strong connection as she thought that was a possibility. She kind of drifted away, as you can see.
The strong connection is what I put. What is what I put like a seed in her when I met her in someone?
Yes. A seed in her mind. You heal her out of her chakra energies. You make her feel at home, but she's not always ready to be at home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you take her to home planet in astral, a Palladian world.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not always. She needs the conflict of this world to figure herself out.
Okay. For me, from my point of view, the way as I already saying past channeling, for me, she's like a permanent connection. Whether I feel inside, whatever I think, whatever I try to change. Is it the same for her in his point of view? Like she feel or live the thing?
She looks at it differently, yes, but it is an energy within her, yes. It comes and goes, yes. She distracts herself. She's kind of narrow-minded in some way. She's always drifting off. But yes, your energy is with her always. It comes up time to time.
Okay. So I guess you can just transmit my support and
yes,
whatever to her.
Yes, it will reconnect in the physical in time. It's not saying when, but in time. It'll come out of nowhere most likely.
Okay.
You won't see it coming.
Thanks.
So there's no rush for it at this moment.
Just watch. I will not be too old. Let my higher self come back.
Okay. Blessings.
Thanks.
Greetings. This is your higher self. Blessings.
Yeah. Nice to you back.
Yes.
I want to know if any form of infusion which can help for my draining and learning and
The Lyran energy, the feline energy at this time, and some Arcturian, a portion of it. Possibly Syrian, but that'd probably be too much.
Yeah, Syrian.
Yeah, you can experiment with that, see how you feel.
And what I have think about that about another infusion is if you ever receive an infusion from Syrian, you said it's too much. What is what is will happen with this infusion if it what is I said that.
Yeah, you can feel kind of not yourself, maybe aggressive, possibly.
Okay. And any how you said that extra infusion that can counter this aggressive or the bad side of this infusion?
Well, a Syrian and Yael combination, I believe will be fine. Combinations, how much you feel. It should dilute a lot of the Syrian intensity. Because it can get quite intense with the Syrian. Similar to a reptilian energy, sometimes more.
Okay. Okay. Try with the both and try to balance that to be functional for me. Stay enough functional, and if necessary, if my skill of drawing is enough good, you can just a little bit reduce a little bit and try to fix stuff like that.
Yes.
I think it's okay. Okay, I will jump on another question. I have one black girl in my job situation. She's name is Bernadette, and she try. I don't have picture, and I think she tried to make a close connection with me a few months ago. I just want to know what is. I think his mother is she needs just to be in couple, to have more child or something like that. But I don't think someone will do anything with her. But just to want to know.
Being flirtatious. That is all.
Flirtatious?
Flirtatious, yeah, flirting. That's all we're seeing with her. Seeing how you would react. But your side of you said not to bother with that.
Okay, just a test is not...
It's not something that you really needed to experience.
Yeah.
If you did, you would have been. Sometimes you need aggressive energy to get your attention. So it's not something that you wanted to pursue. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
On a higher level. There's nothing there for you to grow or learn or.
It's more for her side experience inside.
Exactly correct. Yes.
Okay. I don't think I lose many things, but it's okay just to know.
It was, yeah. I mean, astrally have a connection with her, and she's a different person, and that's the person you'd rather connect with her here.
Here, yeah, she looked more shy. Like... She looked shy, but I'm not sure she completely shy when you begin to be together to enough time for.
Yes, it's not like astrally you're very connected, but here it just doesn't really do anything for you here.
Okay.
That's what that comes from. So she just remembers you. That's all.
Okay. Quick question. Any maybe not drastic, but important change for the Canada in the next 6 months?
Yeah, it's going to show its corruption more. They'll hide it, of course.
Yeah.
I believe Trudeau's wife will survive this. It'll take several months.
Oh, she really have the virus?
Yes, it might take a couple, maybe years, possibly, depending on how they handle this.
Oh yeah.
So her body is going to be tested through this internally. Her mind is just to scare him, for the most part.
Yeah, he can't.
He's too much of a chicken to handle it.
Yeah.
So she's stronger than he is, basically. That's what this shows.
Is government will be kicked out, or you will still keep in place?
Eventually, a lot of the officials will be leaving. Yeah, the core of it won't. Well, he'll still be there, most likely.
Okay.
He's not ready to leave anytime soon. No. If he wants to, and this might even push him to it. It's up in the air.
Or people beyond him keep him there.
Yes, he's told to stay because the people like him. Well, some of them do at least.
Yeah. Yeah. How he live his position at this moment with everything that's changed. How he live that? What is the perception he have now of the life situation of the role he have now?
Well, he's realizing he's not in charge as he thought he was.
Okay.
There is another group that's running it. He thought he was more in charge, and I was realizing that's not the case. He was waking himself up to that.
Those that make him shit in his pants?
Yes. He's very much a weak soul, as you can probably tell.
Yeah, you look more like a, how you said that, buff. Little bar that makes shit for with.
Yes, he's a very arrogant person. And his wife is there to heal a lot of that. Of course, she has that within herself too, but not as much as he does. He's like a pretty boy that everybody kind of hates. But he can get away with a lot. That's why he's in that position. You can say things, do things others wouldn't get crucified for, but not him. He has Anunnaki energies. You know, but still, he's still like a little boy in the long run.
Does what probable internal and probably you said your will become more perceive more energy and thing more. Do you have probable new other change that coming as perception or internal or physical or?
Well, in the next 2 weeks you'll see things differently. You will, nothing too dramatic, but over time you'll start to get a different view on things. It has not fully showed itself just yet.
Okay.
But it will eventually.
Okay. It will become like a ladder. Yes. Like every month you have something which take place, something like that.
Yes. Well, right now the elites are kind of falling apart at this moment.
No,
not as strong.
Not the elite. I mean, I will slowly like a ladder.
Yes.
Like new thing will begin to take place more faster than before.
Yes, you'll see over how the elites operate slowly, but not yet. How they are manipulating society, you'll get more of an understanding of it throughout this week. Definitely this week. The show has just begun.
Yeah, I see that.
So, yeah, American governments are going to start kind of artificially collapsing, some of them. Canada will be okay. But all corruptions are falling apart. So that's the reason why San Francisco got hit, because of the corruption that's there. So some feel that nothing they can handle anything. That's not always the case. So yes, you're going to see you're just going to pick up on things here and there, little by little.
Okay.
As you are now, it's going to become a little bit more. You're going to have more things to see and connect with than before. So a lot of stuff is hidden. A lot of stuff doesn't want to be connected to. You'll see that change.
Okay. Well, what I said.
But this virus is nothing to worry about, though, for you.
Oh, don't worry really much about that.
Yeah, obviously. But it is kind of like giving you new binoculars to see things differently. So it's for those of you like yourself to see the world. You already saw it, but now the rest of the world is going to kind of see it too.
Yeah.
So,
what is this little or small change that come, like the energetical, the point of view change, and the capacity change? What kind of direction that bring me and why?
Well, it's a new timeline, basically.
Okay.
It's a timeline where you're a more powerful energy being. You're bringing in more of your higher self energy. That's necessary. It wasn't always necessary.
Okay.
So the world can't handle, you have all this information all like in your basement, you can say, or your, not your basement, but your attic, you can say, however you want to look at it. And you bring down certain things that is needed, just like a Christmas tree or Christmas.
Yeah.
You're bringing certain things down, and there isn't always sometimes you bring in downloads and you put them back up. Because the world's not ready, you're not ready. But now you're going to see you bring in more things down from the higher dimensions, downloads. Mostly week by week, most likely.
Okay. And does that mean I will more easily make connection with other dimension?
Yes.
And understand more how that's working, and how to come back to my 3D normal vision.
Yes, you're come from a reality where realities are created. So like the you see things as particles being, and it creates different beings. You see them in their formation. You watch
Like,
them, your system.
yeah, okay. I'm usually more in backstage of the everything.
Right. But you also add your own energy to it too, if necessary.
Okay.
Sometimes you wait. Some beings actually want information from you, like your energy, your DNA, but you kind of wait to see what they'll do before you give it. Sometimes you take it back, you give it to them, and you just take it back, depending on if they use it right or wrong. Yes. Like funny, like the Chair Collective, just to give you kind of a gag.
Well, that's probably why I begin to draw chair today.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're connected to strange. Yeah. But it all has a purpose. Even see these like strange chairs in your reality, like little faces on them and stuff. That's all. It all has a purpose, you know. Even my nose, because it's not looked at very much. Even a bed isn't really paid attention to. You get your bed, who cares, right? But for you, it's you put like little details around even people's houses that you're connected to even now. Even where you work, it's kind of funny because you had a lot to do with building that place in astral. So more connected to this place. Yeah, you're just behind the scenes. So
okay,
that's what's going on there.
It's cool.
There's more to it than that, but that's one aspect of it. Well, let's put it this way. Also have a scavenger energy. When worlds are destroyed, sometimes you grab things before it happens or afterwards, depending. Sometimes things are better after the world blows up. You grab certain elements that others don't feel like there's worth anything, but you find something useful for it, depending on what it is. So
what with all this change that takes slowly place, what kind of financial working that will be available or transition, if you can say, what kind of work I will access with that, and or what kind of work I probably change or take for the next work, the next job.
Like a job for the third dimensional job?
Yeah.
Well, I see manager positions if you wish. Maybe even the food's still in your expertise, but more of the food direction if you wish to. I feel like you actually will be more successful at that, managing kitchen, things like that. If you wish to do so. And also, well, I see you creating dishes too. So different, more, upper class dishes, something more creative. If you want to go in that direction.
Does that mean some people will leave the place where I am?
Possibility of it, yes. So where you're at right now, I feel like you're fine, safe there.
Yeah, it's cool place.
Yeah.
But to change, to become, to take the leadership of something, I'm not sure.
That's something that's, well, we do see creative dishes when the time's right. Let's put it that way. Something a little bit more different than what you normally do. Let's focus more on that. In due time.
It's only it's only a probable thing that's appear at this time.
Right now, yes. So, like, well, what is it that you're looking for exactly that you wish us to go into?
Sure, it's something I run after. It's like run after my tail. It's not always funny too.
Well, I feel like you're going to be in this position for a while. So you'll have better opportunities over time. But right now, it seems like this is the right place for you. So nothing too dramatic. Now, what you do on your personal time is really a lot where most of your work is too. Just keep diving into those realms that you're working on at this time.
Mm-hmm.
So something new will open up within that eventually.
Okay.
But nothing's going to really change for a while. Let's put it that way. Your idea of how things, your drawings, how you see things, man and reptilian, you might see that a man's face and reptilian's face, half and half.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing where people are coming from. Maybe even in your eye, getting an idea of where the alien presence is on their planet, especially where you're located. You can see it a little bit differently than others. So
Those I will perceive with the time, the background of the past of the people,
mm-hmm.
why they are in this, they live this thing, and like have a 3D view of what trait that, and I don't know if he enough clear to understand to. I will try to. I will repeat. If with the change that taking place slowly at this point,
Mm-hmm.
and later, does this change will bring me to be able to catch and perceive the past life or the background of people and why they live
Yes.
some kind of thing and another.
Yes. There is a lot of the alien abductions in Canada and the world, but mostly Canada actually. It's gone unreported because a lot of those members are erased.
Mm-hmm.
So the alien energies are hidden to be connected to is actually more busier than people realize. So in your perspective, you might start to, you're not, not to say you're not always ready to pick up on it. Sometimes it's not that clear.
Mm-hmm.
You're not always clear. So basically, like you'll get an idea, it'll come in your mind and then disappear. Like you'll feel like an alien presence, and then let's say let it flow, meaning that you're going to get more of an idea of the alien presence around the world. You might not, obviously you can't prove it physically, but it's going to come in more clearly for you, especially around the ocean areas, wherever you like to connect with. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. I take a course many years ago in NLP. I don't think I even know what is it. But anyway, you mind yourself, you have connection. And what this course have is more personal. The course I take is more for my personal point of view, understanding how the things work for the people in their head, or is something I will be able to use to more help or make some interaction with people.
Well, it is from your point of view, but yes, it is something that you can use in what you're working on at this time. Throughout this week, you should see more of an alien connection from now on. It'll be subtle. It's not going to be very heavy.
Yeah, more energetic connection.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It will come and go. Well, I mean, it might be some days you feel a lot very connected, and other days you don't feel so much.
Okay.
That's called normal.
I know some. I think it's this week.
Mm-hmm.
I just it's like I perceive more. I don't know which being is it. It's like purple. It's like I feel more the 3D. The 3D. It's not like a 2D perception of his head. His head is more like a 3D perception. It's like I feel more the density of his head and body and skin a little bit. It's like that when you begin to connect more to being, when you channel something like that.
Well, it is a more third eye perception.
Okay.
Your third eye is opened up more. That's what that's about. So you're getting kind of a clearer view. Not the clearest, but you're getting more of an idea.
Okay. And
so,
which percentage are open my third eyes?
It goes from 4% to 44% at times. Mostly it's 4%.
At this point, he is open to 4%?
Yes.
Okay.
It is necessary for the moment.
Okay, or okay, that's come and go sometime too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Did you have more message I need to receive at this point from you, or?
No, there's another being you wish to connect with. Would that be?
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
No, we'll let him come in. Thanks.
Is there anybody you'd like to connect with?
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Who is that?
Okay, I think you said you have something which wish to come in.
Oh, there's somebody that wishes to come in? Yes.
Yeah.
All right, blessings. Greetings. This
Hi.
is Reginald.
Reginald.
I am a alligator being.
Oh, we don't see much.
I am an Alpha Centauri being.
Okay.
You're yes, you see things differently from your perspective. You've actually healed a lot of individuals from abductions. You might not be aware of it here. But on a galactic level, you are we got one that's a Palladian side of yourself. You have many, but one of them's Palladian.
Okay, these more the main energy is from this place.
Well, yes, it has to do with healing from abductions that people are going through, stopping them.
Mm-hmm.
Some presidents that got abducted, Trudeau got protected, but apparently the wife got taken and showed up with something else. So some of this virus is being, yes, through the aliens, yes. Some might not be able to digest that too much. So it can go through alien abduction energies too. Now, I believe that's been stopped. But they're showing a point that their presence is here.
What? Just I would just cut for you a second your message.
Mm-hmm.
Just what is the main learning Trudeau have choose to live in this life?
Well, to show his true colors, he's very artificial.
Okay.
He used to be a robot at one time, an android, and nobody knew.
I act like a little robot a little bit.
Does act like a robot, yeah. So he's kind of like an infiltrator, kind of like a Terminator in some ways.
Yeah. Okay.
He's well programmed. Let's put it that way. He's easy to program. He's human, but he's easy to control, as you can see.
Does his father is similar to him? His father?
Yes, he's darker.
Darker.
He has a lot of. Yes, it's not.
Not
the best intentions.
Does his father still choose to stay in the dark energy at this point?
It is Illuminati presence there.
Okay.
Connected to Lockheed Martin. Lockheed Martin does a lot of mind control over people.
Okay.
And astral. More than physical, of course. That's Illuminati company. That's from the Knights Templar.
Okay. Thanks for this. To give this information. You can continue the message you wish to.
I'm here because, well, to show that you're doing, yes, good in the astral realms. You're not always aware of your. This world seems unexciting at times. Where California is going to get hit even harder from what we're seeing.
Mm-hmm.
So you're known as an observer even as an alien being. Of course, more alien energies are more active, but here it's better just to be an observer because you don't need all the drama. So you're kind of like looking at the world, as you can see, and noticing little details.
What is the main connection the main reason we have connection together?
Well, I'm unknown. You know, you don't feel like many gator beings connect to people.
Yeah.
So on your ship, you got all these weird looking beings, like the raccoon, talking raccoon, the talking skunk, the talking gator being. Now, you don't always have that on your ship, but you do have a ship with a lot of us on there, like a mothership. So that you're protecting a lot of us from being wiped out by other beings. So we have like a lot of humanitarian energies. So I'm here to tell you that. I'm more of like an ambassador, something like that.
Okay.
To tell you that.
It's more about what I made for your community than is not necessarily a connection from.
Well, you're used to connecting to unknown species.
Yeah, I mean, it is not about you. We have shared some close lifetime or something like that.
Not this. Well, you connected to my collective.
Yeah.
I am just here to give you information. Used to beings that are. You have a lot of incubators on planets of alien species that no one's even figured out what they are yet. You just have them there to protect them. They're still like babies. So you find unknown species all the time that got through war or whatever it might be that you take care of. So you have like a Dr. Was it Dr. Moreau?
Dr. Dolittle?
Yeah, more like Dr. Yeah. Dr. Doolittle, yeah, I guess it's more like that. It's not like Dr. Moreau. Moreau's doing all this alien, you know,
yeah,
all
it's
this.
not necessarily positive.
Yeah, but you're doing more of preserving a lot of. You have a whole planet where you have all these different species that nobody even knows where they came from.
Okay.
That you're watching. It's not usually not seen by most beings. So that's what I'm here to say. So this Earth politics is usually ran by reptilians and not always being clear. It's not just a draconian. There are carrion race. There's a race here that nobody's ever heard of. That's controlling. It's not Anunnaki. They play a role, but there's always somebody else nobody's ever heard of. So they're not going to reveal themselves anytime soon.
What form you're? I know from my side, I don't have any form of information. What form of your community live, or what on Earth you have on Moran ship you live, or you're on Moran planet, or underwater?
Our ships are very swamp-like. Doesn't mean we walk around in water all day, but
hard to
I'm
clean.
humanoid. I have a gator face. The length of a gator's face. I do talk, but usually it's telepathic. I don't need to say anything. So we are just monitoring Earth at this time. We just came here to let you know that you're connected to a bunch of strange things.
Okay. What kind of character your community have? Like personality and more aggressive?
Well, we brag about eating humans, but we usually don't do that anymore. We're kind of smart asses. We do a lot of games, sports type of things, not like your world. So we're assisting, basically trying to help liven people up a little bit. They take, especially this virus situation, everybody's going into them. It has to do with reptilian presence that's here. Reptilians want people to panically and blow up, cry themselves crazy. So they're the reptilian brain. So they kind of hit the panic button to get people to be worried. So people got hit with an astral attack, you can say. And that's why they went in panic mode.
Okay. It's cool, man.
And that's why you're here, to calm all that down.
Does
as much as you can. Yes.
your race, if you can say, is hard to compare, but is advanced like Zeta or Arcturian, or what the level of I can say of development you have?
Well, we have ships. It's not like the Zetas. Zetas are more advanced, but we have enough where we can travel around. We can teleport. It's usually easier. We can have a ship sitting by your moon and just teleport here and not be seen.
And density, well, you move between which density?
Fourth and fifth. We don't show up in third dimension, as you can see. You don't see many gator people of showing up.
Okay. Do you have more message you wish to share?
No. That's all at this point.
Does maybe some of my guys wish to jump in?
Yes, of course.
Thank you for your visit.
Blessings. Greetings to you.
Nice.
This is I am Gideon. Greetings.
Gideon.
Yes, a spirit guide of yours.
Okay. Which race?
Human race.
Oh yeah.
I am in spirit. We're assisting you with relationship connections, connection with yourself. You got disconnected from yourself for some time.
Yeah.
So you're now putting the pieces together. There's much more you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Your creative work, your personal projects will, yes, you're doing a lot of self-healing at this time. So what happened is you kind of shattered yourself around the human race because they're kind of out of control. You know how to handle it. So in a lifetime, you're just kind of disconnected from yourself. But now you're putting yourself back together again.
Okay. Does I need to know more thing, or?
You're very connected to the Yael. You assisted their realities to be formed, help them build their cities. And you come to this world because it has so much diversity here. Yes, you've had incarnations here as a king and other. We got fragmented over time due to the wars and illness. So you had to step back. But this world has so many layers to it. So you're doing, like I said, a self-healing, putting yourself back together. It's like shattered glass. You kind of went through shattered glass phase. So you also brought a lot of alien species here that aren't known anymore. They're in ancient times. Some of them got wiped out. Some aren't around anymore at all. So when you're looking for alien beings, you're kind of looking for them again. You're looking for them. Fragments of them. Put them back together again.
Okay.
So yes, you're a galactic ambassador even now, but back in the past, of bringing new species here. I guess it got kind of blown here, but it doesn't matter. It's just the human here was already becoming irrational already. But it's okay. It became too hard to handle this reality. Especially the reality you came from. You come from Anunnaki also. And that one was part of the putting together of the human that was. Humans became, yes, barbarians at one time. Then they got DNA infusion. So you're assisting a lot of that too. More in the fourth dimension Like you have a barbarian time of like the Dark Ages. So the human had to be rejuvenized over time. Where you go into your Renaissance time period. So you assisted very much in that within the Zetas and other beings, most of the Zetas. Because the human race is basically trying to destroy itself due to plagues. Plague was not from this world either. Majority of the plagues are not from here. They're alien, but they come here and they mix with the earth, the human germ, like with the cold. So you say this virus now came from an alien origin, but humans aren't aware. Came in, mixed in with the human, the cold, the weaponized the cold, you can say. Yeah, so even those that created don't remember the whole. Well, those some do. So, but yes, Americans did have something to do with it, but it was done in China. And they're not of the light side, of course. I mean, how are you going to get it to America? You need an American there to be part of it. So it's not that important, but you're going to hear different versions of it anyway.
Okay.
It was there to, the disease also changed DNA.
Yeah.
Not always for the bad. So is there to bring actually enhancements to some and change your culture a little bit while it's here. So most likely you won't see something like this again for quite some time. Once you get it cleared out, this is going to be a hell of a year for some people. Some people don't like to face themselves. Yes.
What is, in short term, what is the new technology that will soon appear, probably?
Oh, energy within yourself, or?
I mean, new technology, new for in general, for people in general.
Well, here, we'll give it something for yourself first. You just have a more calming energy, not that you didn't have it before. A more understanding of the earth. Yeah, the earth is going, now the humans, this virus here to shift the humans' timelines to create new realities here. To basically put the earth into a new course. That's what the whole idea of this virus is. America is probably going to be one that's going to hit the most, even maybe more financially than, it's going to be hit culturally more than anywhere else. Because it is a backbone of the world. So new energies are constantly coming in right now, yes.
And I'm curious to know how, to compare from the past time, what would these change that take place inside me, and how the people will feel this change when they have to be around me. The impact. I don't know. Do you see what I mean? When you're around some people, you are around someone, you can be around someone and just, okay, it's these people, it's okay, and your field that you have around you is have a kind of signature, and with these change, my signature, my field will change. All that's what kind of impact they will have on the people and how they will perceive it.
Well, their higher selves see it. They're higher dimensional. Yeah, you'll perceive people differently. I mean, you connect to them differently. You might bring out something within yourself or bring out within them. It's mostly going to be in conversation.
The field you have around us is like a transmission. It's like a transmission, yeah, in some way.
It's like an energy grid. Yes, it's a.
Yeah, the information is around me, and just can people come close? They just connect to this information.
Yeah, they can open themselves up if they wish. Some are afraid to open up themselves. That's why people avoid certain people. Just they don't always want to know about who they are. There's just layers within the soul that's not really ready to grow. So you bring out a lot of feline energies among people. It's kind of hidden. I mean, it's like a softer side of themselves. Cats usually, normally, very kind. So they bring that side of themselves. Because humans are very animal-like. Even the canine's good too. Canine is the social side. The feline is more just to be around you side.
1 second.
Yes, of course.
I'm back. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, energy field, feline. Okay, yeah, dog.
Well, so you bring more of the emotional side, just slightly. Well, you bring a comfort side out of people. Let's put it that way. And some don't want to feel comfortable. So that's why they might pull away. It all depends on the person.
Okay. Okay, does any more message I need to receive, or probably some private message still floating somewhere I need to receive, or?
Well, you came into this reality because of a mission that was failed in the past. What's to do with Knights Templar. They're actually more connected to them than you might realize. You're here to heal their timeline. They're here to conquer the earth. And you're here to give other people an alternative. So you're kind of like in battle with them, but not your typical battle, but kind of like an astral battle. Give people a fighting chance to survive, basically. But mostly astrally. You do it in the physical too. So sometimes you see the bars or the symbolisms of elite energies. And sometimes you don't know why. Some of those symbols you made for them and had no idea who they were at first. So you made symbols for them actually many times with no clue to what they're connected to until after the fact. So that's why another reason why I catch certain things ever since then.
Okay.
I mean, if you really want to go into more detail of that, we believe you also, created, you created traps within castles, devices.
I guess it's not trap for the mouse.
No, it was more for people. It has to do with just building up a castle, defenses, dungeons, things like that you're involved with. So even the secret doorways you see on TV, people going to different rooms, you built a lot of those too. So realize that's not a major part of that was like a small part of your incarnation cycles. You actually designed castles without those features, majority. So you did a castle designer basically in your past. Okay. So you had many incarnations connected to that.
So in some way, I already have some knowledge about drawing.
Yes.
That can maybe be transmitted.
Okay. A gargoyle is just a powerful being. That's why it's added to buildings. Now, cathedrals, I don't think you got involved with cathedrals, but definitely castles. Cathedrals, I would have stayed away from those. Because those are, black magic written all over them. Even today, a regular church can be turned into a weaponized creation.
It's cool. Thanks for these information.
Yes.
Can you bring a Prime Creator, please?
Of course. Greens is Prime Creator. Blessings to you.
Thanks. Did you have some message from your point of view you can share with me?
Well, I believe it is reality. That kind of like what I signed up for has been mentioned a couple of times recently. As the world goes mad, but also told the world, I told you so. This is going to happen eventually. And that's been done in astral. So this is already known in astral with this. Is it a financial collapse? In some places, yes. Not everywhere. So, you're part of you're clearing, your energy is clearing out the archon abuse of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
It's not always Archons doing it though. It's like they create the roadmap, other beings take it and do as they please.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's happening on your planet. So Archons, yeah, they have their ups and downs. They're not the villain, as some might think. But yes, the architectures of the churches are going to start breaking down. You see it with Italy. Notice how all Italy, not just a little part, a little town, all of Italy, which is Illuminati backyard or front yard. It's a laboratory. So your presence here, you and others came here to just, it's like you're opening up the door with the windows,
Mm-hmm.
letting all this stuff flow out, the control systems. So what's going to happen, obviously cannot be said in detail because you have to kind of let it happen. Let your intuition tell you what you think is going to happen. That's fine. We can't interfere with timelines as we're talking here. But yeah, so you're involved with basically bringing a more peaceful Earth here, which is easier said than done. It's kind of like one of your cakes and pies that you're putting together. You're putting sugar around the planet. In some ways, it has too much, but it takes sugar differently. It's mostly gouging it through the throat of society. Yes. If you have a question.
Yeah. Did you have more point of view? I know you probably less, not less, probably don't have no restriction to see whatever that's coming or what happened. Anything you consider?
America is going to go through hell.
Who?
America is going to go through hell, basically. Not all of America, but a good portion is going to go through hell.
Okay.
It's not Canada, so Canada's going to have some effects. Nothing like America. It's at such a low vibration. It's just going to kind of tear itself apart in some areas, not all.
Okay.
The rational thinking is really going. Now, those are conspiracy theorists right now are going to have their. Some just like creating conspiracy theories. That's like their hobby. Some of them are going to grow out of that eventually. Because all the stuff they think is going to happen isn't going to happen. They said something else is going to happen. So you give it a couple weeks, things are going to start to break down.
Mm-hmm.
You get 2 weeks for the infrastructure to break. So it's like someone on a bridge can handle all that weight, and then it starts to falter.
So after that, Trump will rebuild everything, or?
Yeah, he's kind of restricted in what he can do right now, as you can probably tell. He wants to do more, actually. He wants to throw out a lot of people out of government, but he's not allowed to. So, and he can't save the world, but yeah, he's going to stay in office. There's no way they're going to get him out. Even notice how his campaign is going to kind of hit pause for a while. It's going to hit pause for quite some time. So, not that it matters anyway. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of constitutional changes. They're just getting started. They already have an idea what's to come. Astrally, the government is like a mud pile. It's just a big, I hate to say it, shithole. So he's there to set it on fire, clear out all the manure. So not that, he's a grace of God, or, well, everybody is, but, it's just the right place. Everybody's where they need to be right now. America is going to have a wake-up call. It's gotten lazy. It's gotten stuck in its ways, create conspiracy theories that go nowhere. It's entertainment, but it's like the soul needs to grow up eventually. Choosing not to. It's like telling the soul fairy tales all the time.
Does you have more message more for me directly? You can perceive, can be useful.
Yeah, you're going to be just becoming more aware of your environment. You did know in your past, King Arthur actually knew Martin Luther King too. He's kind of like a modern days King Arthur, the black version of it, without the sword. So, yeah, you're here to assist the new leaders of the earth, quietly, of course. You don't have to go and shake their hand.
In the background.
Yeah, wash your hands before you shake your hands. Yeah, you're here to assist more of a Palladian. There's other alien beings, but a lot of it's a Palladian presence here. A tall white presence. Heal the military. The military, depending, will get defunded in some areas because of the job cuts. So, yeah, the tightening of the belt, not on everybody, but government's going to get something they've never saw before. Not come yet. So yeah, you know the event is coming. Just watch, do as you wish. If you think something's going to happen, you can tell Ivan or somebody if you want. Whatever you feel comfortable with.
Okay.
But yeah, so just bringing in a new, more of a government positive regime is I call it regime, but it is coming in slowly.
Structure.
Yes.
Okay. Did you have a message for Ivan you wish to share?
Yeah, there's a lot of energy beings that are trying to slow him down, but as because he's cutting through reality's probable, basically, or you're part of this too, bringing in new timelines to assist. Not necessarily, they talk about the aliens, but people aren't ready for that yet. But it will happen. It's like beginning the timeline energy for it to occur. So you're putting the pieces together of it. It doesn't mean that nothing will happen between now and before you leave the earth. Something will get. A lot of people are not ready for what some of you are here to bring in. It's like you're ready to bring a truckload of beings and just have a nice day with all that. See you guys later. Off to the next world. But that's not the case here. So, yeah, you're just, with your presence here, you're basically known as an ancient astronaut, very connected to the moon. You have a moon base you go to, an astral. Just, even NASA you keep an eye on, NSA, but mostly NASA because of the Mars missions that are going on that are secret. There's a conspiracy that's true, but it's not as exciting as some might want to think. Moons aren't that exciting. But there is a presence there. There's also a presence on Venus and Jupiter, of course, the moons.
Okay. Thanks for this message. Before I let you go, if you sometime you wish to assist me for this might change, you can try, you can go.
Well, yeah, you're here to bring in new timelines here, as I said earlier. Your job situation, yeah, it's going to get hit a little bit because of the economy. Not to worry. It's going to go up and down. It'll rebuild itself. It will take a couple months to rebuild itself, but that's all right. Like I said, America is going to go through such a culture change. It's just getting started. But your vibration, you're here to just basically assist with the less of a blow. Trudeau, though, you do connect with an astral. I don't think he's the nicest guy in astral to you, or anybody for that matter. He's like a kid. He knows everything, got away with everything. He's like the kid that always got away with everything, as he is now. So, this what he's going through now with his wife is like a friend to show his true colors.
Okay.
And even the Canadian government, there's a lot of corruption there, as you probably know. That's secret. It's mostly from the Queen, which is karma on her. Basically, to suppress the people.
Okay.
So he even make it as boring as possible too, in some degree. They're trying to make people, go crazy, become drug addicts, for them to become more, have have the state run their lives, basically. Here's your bills, here's your money for your check.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to get more people's state realized, because that way they can have control over them. So, by the way, your presence here is to heal a lot. It's going to take time, of course.
Thanks.
But your presence here is just to help others get over themselves. Even your energy is around rehab, too, for people to get rehab. So it sounds kind of like out of there. But because there's a lot of souls here that are just connected to drugs and they just don't want to know themselves.
Okay, thanks. You can bring back a high
Oh, here's one more thing before we go. There's a horse being that you're connected to also.
Yeah.
The horses, the humanoid horses.
Mm-hmm.
They have horse heads that like the cartoon show. Yeah, whatever its name is. Bojack, whatever his name is.
Okay.
Yeah, similar to that, yes. It's an astral being you connect to. Kind of like Buddha in some ways. There are galactic horses that you connect to that are connected to the Palladians. They're not going to, anyway, they just like to play games like humans and astral, just to have them. Yeah, they're not too happy about being replaced by cars. I guess they're still kind of getting over that one. But they are play a presence in human evolution. So a lot of those horses incarnated as humans, basically. Some of them are cab drivers. Some of them are Uber drivers. So they just took a different form.
Okay. That is his message?
That's the message from them, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Tim. We'll take a ride maybe one day.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks.
All right. Blessings.